Hey guys, welcome back. So today is November Casserole Friday, and I'm going to be making the John Wayne Casserole. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to get my skillet on medium high. And I have 1 pound of ground beef. Add that right in. And then I'm going to dice a half an onion. I'm going to add in my onion. I'm going to set this one out of the way. And then, gotta save our onion and peels and carrots, celery. And put them in a bag, stick them in the freezer to add to our chicken bones for broth. Okay. A choppy stir was caught on the blender cord. Okay, now then, we're going to go ahead and grate our cheese. We're going to need a cup of cheese, so this half a block. Okay. Okay, now then, we're through with this for the moment, so we're just going to set this aside. Okay. Well, where did my recipe go? Okay, so now we're going to make a Bisquick mixture. We're just combining Bisquick, 2 cups of Bisquick, and a cup of water. Okay. So that is mixed. Now we're going to set that aside. Okay. Need a bowl for that. Okay, we need 1/4 a cup of mayonnaise. Okay, that should be all right. Okay, so our hamburger meat is completely browned and cooked through. So we're just going to get some paper towels. I'm just going to stick that in and just swirl the paper towel around to soak up all that grease. Okay. Now then we're going to take, it says 1.5 tablespoons of taco seasoning. I don't know how much this packet is, but I guess I could measure it out, but I don't see my measuring spoon. How odd. Okay, so I'm just going to dump it all in there. It'll just be more flavor. And a 1/4 cup of water. I'm just going to mix that around and let this simmer for a few minutes. Okay, now back to the sauce. And then we're going to take this chive and onion cream cheese. Some garlic powder. And some pepper. Okay, so we're going to add a can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. And if you have a can of corn, you can use that. I just used frozen, so I'll add about 2 cups. Okay, we need a 9 by 13 baking dish. We're going to spray it. Okay, now we're going to spread our Bisquick mixture on the bottom. Okay, now we're going to pour our ground beef mixture over the top. Just spread it out. Now we need to mix up our mayonnaise and cream cheese mixture. Okay, we're just going to try and spread this around as much as we can. It's thick, so it's not like just, but it works out in the end. I haven't made this in quite a while. I think it would be great if you even doubled this. Like the creamy mixture. Okay. Yeah, I really think that if you wanted to double the creamy mixture, that would be good too. I might try that next time. Let me know if you do double it and try it, how it works out. Okay, so then we need a cup of mozzarella and a cup of the cheddar. So, my mozzarella it's frozen still. But hey, I'm going to make it work. What's the gun guy? Like, he doesn't mess with guns. That's his last name. From that fashion show. I can't think. I haven't seen it in years and years and years. Like way back when Heidi Klum was on it. So, he'd be all, make it work. When they were given a task or whatever. Okay, that'll work. Get the cheddar. Sprinkle that around. Get this cheese off my hands. Okay, now then, I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes and then let it stand for 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, and my oven's preheated to 325 degrees. Okay, there we go. 40 minutes. First, though, story time. I know you probably enjoy story time because I do. So, yesterday morning, I go to Walmart because I want to see if they have a marked down rotisserie chicken because I wanted to try this thing that I've seen on how to easily debone chicken. Cooked chicken. So I go, and it was early, so only self-checkout was open, I guess. So I checked out my thing, my chicken. I put it in the cart. I'm putting my card and stuff away. I get my phone into my pocket. And I had to sit down on the little part where you scoot your groceries over to after you bagged them if you've got a lot. And the self-checkout lady, she's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm okay." And then after a bit, I go, "I'm not okay." And the next thing I know, I am on the floor with the cart partially on me. I guess I grabbed a hold of the cart or something. Because I was kind of like, I wasn't sitting way back on this. I was kind of towards the edge, And I just passed out. Pulled the cart down with me. And then I'm kind of laying there, but not like flat on my back because I'd come to. And I guess I'm kind of leaned there like this. I went out again. They said I was shaking. I could hear them going, "Get a pillow, get a pillow." And then the manager, he's all, after the second time, he's standing like right behind me. I'm kind of on my side. He's like, "I'm right behind you because I don't want you to have, in case you have a seizure." And I'm like, "I'm not going to have a seizure." Because, I knew it was the low sodium. I mean, I did not expect to pass out, especially not in the Walmart. So, the EMTs come, they get me up. I'm sitting on the side of the stretcher. They're taking my vitals, because, I refuse to go to the hospital, That costs too much. First of all, and an ambulance is like super duper expensive. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal. So I'm sitting there, and they had brought me my bag when the ambulance got there, and they were starting that. So I'm holding my bag, and they had got me a Gatorade. So they were super nice. The ladies that were like the self-checkout ladies and whatnot, and the manager were super, super nice. Like, I'm trying to give them money for the Gatorade, and they're like, "No, we got it." One of the ladies offered to get me a banana. I'm like, "No, I'm okay." So, but anyways, I'm like, "Okay, this has got to go." So I set the bag and the Gatorade to my left on the floor. And they had it kind of where it was like, the back was like raised, or the head. So I'm sitting there, it's on the left side. And the other guy, he's got his computer and stuff on the right side. I'm like, "Okay, can you move this?" And I guess it said something else or whatnot, and I'm like, I'm okay. And I'm like, "No, really, can you move this?" I'm like, "I've got to lean back." They said my face just went white. So, needless to say, then they wanted me to, they really wanted me to go to the hospital. I'm like, "No, I'm not going." They're like, "Okay, well, we're going to go out to the truck so that I can call my manager so that you can verbally let him know that you're refusing." I'm like, "Okay, but I'll walk." He's like, "No, I'll call him right here." So, needless to say, I was only, like a mile from my house, and it was like you just turn out and go down a back road pretty much. So, no big deal, because by then I was fine. It's just that I had got super, super hot while I was sitting there, and that's what made it happen again. So, anyways, I was going to go to the emergency room this morning of my own volition, where I can go and it not be charged an arm and a leg. And it was like pouring rain, like torrential downpours at times. So I was like, forget this. So I guess I'm going to go tomorrow. So, and finally get my IV to replenish all my electric lights. Electrolytes. Anyways, story time is over. I'm okay. It's just hot. So, I will see you when this is all done and has set for 10 minutes. Okay guys, it's all done. It's set for about 10 minutes now. So, here we go. I might have let it go just a little bit long. Yep. My pen's sliding. This is very good. I love this casserole. My taco seasoning must have been a little spicy. It said mild. I think it was mild ancho chili though, which is hotter than most tacos or chili powder. Ancho is, I think, a hotter pepper. Anyways, though, I do recommend though going ahead and doubling the creamy mixture with the mayonnaise and the cream cheese. I think that would make it just a little better and not overcook it. Anyways, thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. Bye.